that the zodiac has 13 constellations, not 12.
What?
Yes.
What?
One of them is called...
Are we breaking news right now? What's going on?
One of them is called Ophiuchus. In Scorpio, if you think you're a Scorpio, you're probably an Ophiuchian because the sun spends more time in Ophiuchus than it does in Scorpio. By the way, since 2,000 years ago when that got laid out, all the constellations have shifted by a month because Earth is precessing on its axis, and it changes the correspondence so that most Scorpios are actually Ophiuchians, and all Ophiuchians and Scorpions are currently Librans.
Wow. That is science right there.
Some of you will walk away from that video believing every word he said. You're so adorable. The zodiac does not have 13 constellations. In fact, the zodiac and constellations are two entirely different things. In this video, I will not only show and prove that, I will show how his argument is not even logically sound. Here, let me explain. Exhibit 1. A constellation can be visibly seen. It is a grouping of stars that appear together in the sky. A sign communicates information. Zodiac signs, sometimes popularly called star signs, are determined by astronomical principles. They're not even separate. However, zodiac signs never have and never will be visible, nor are they expected to make a close astronomical alignment with the constellations whose names they share. This would not be possible because constellations vary greatly in size, whereas zodiac signs do not. Once again, constellations and the zodiac, they are very different things. The term zodiac constellation applies to a group of stars that lies in the area of sky measured by the zodiac. Different cultures, and even the same cultures at different periods of history, have recognized varying numbers of constellations in the region of the sky. As adjustments were made to constellation boundaries, however, the zodiac itself, being a mathematical division of an astronomical circle, has only ever been divided, are you ready? Into 12 equally spaced zodiac signs. It gets better, you ready? Look at this. The words constellation and sign depict different things. Can you tell I've been talking about this way too much over the same time? Okay. So as we have seen this incredibly genius astrophysicist do, he has mistaken constellations for the zodiac. You might ask, why would he call the zodiac constellation? I might ask, why is a fucking astrophysicist talking about astrology? No, really, it's literally an appeal to a false authority. I want you to go to your dentist and ask them to check up on your heart. The dentist will look at you and be like, I'm a dentist, you idiot. I only work on your teeth. In realizing that you are talking to a brilliant astrophysicist who has never interpreted or read a natal chart, which is no different than a mechanic who has never read the periodic table telling you about chemistry. Can you believe that? That might be the reason that a persuasive definition was given on the zodiac itself. A persuasive definition is a form of stipulative definition in which purports to describe the true or commonly accepted meaning of a term, while in reality stipulating an uncommon or altered use usually to support an argument for some view to create or alter rights, duties, or crime. Forget the fact that I have over 10,000 hours studying and analyzing astrology, similar to a chemist who knows the periodic table front and back. No, let's just listen to the advice of a mechanic who has never, ever read a periodic table telling you that chemistry is BS. In other words, a genius astrophysicist who doesn't know the difference between zodiac signs and zodiac constellations telling you that the signs have shifted, even though that's not true. So now that we know that zodiac constellations are in no way zodiac signs, well, what really is the zodiac? Now, some of you are intellectually challenged. I know this because you're listening to an astrophysicist's opinion about astrology. So I'll read this extra slow for you guys. The zodiac has historically held great astronomical, astrological, and calendrical significance. They're not even that different from each other. They all work together, like your brain cells, if they're actually working. It is not physically real in itself, but created by mathematical division of the ecliptic. To understand the zodiac, it is necessary to know what the ecliptic is. Namely, the zodiac is created by the sun's ecliptic path and its intersection with the Earth's celestial equator. This creates the seasons. Say it with me. The Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. The seasons. And what do we know about the seasons? They affect your personality and temperament, just like zodiac signs. Because zodiac signs are really just seasons. It's literally just math. 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 That being said, a fucus is a star constellation, not a sun sign. In fact, equating a fucus, a constellation, as a zodiac sign is a false equivalency, an informal fallacy in which equivalence is drawn between two subjects based on flawed or false reasoning. So am I going to argue and prove that zodiac signs actually just have 12 signs instead of 13 constellations, even though I have just shown you that zodiac signs are not constellations? No, the purpose of this video was just to explain that the genius astrophysicist Neil did not even construct a logically sound argument. That means if you are listening to the words of an astrophysicist who has never practiced astrology and self-admittedly does not know what a trine or a natal chart is, you are an idiot. I highly recommend you go to Google and type in new dates, astro.com, as well as ophiuchusastro.com to see the full article linked with actual academic sources you can research and critically think with your brain. That's if you like critically thinking and not letting people who are not experts and authority on a topic persuasively define what that topic is.